first live day of day trading today, guys, and mistakes were made. This is true. So I'm trying to learn how to day trade. I'm trying to learn candlestick patterns. I'm trying to learn indicators and everything like that. And I'm just going to try and follow my process of going from not knowing anything at all to hopefully, being okay at trading. Right now, I'm okay with not making money, even losing some money. I just want to be able to learn what to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go through a couple of my mistakes that I made today and show you maybe other new people what not to do and what I did on accident. Now, this being said, I have been paper trading for a couple weeks now. I feel like I have a pretty profitable system, in my opinion, but we went live today with very, very small amounts of money because, again, I feel like I'm not going to be able to be profitable for quite some time, and I just want to learn what is the best way to be profitable. So, what tickers were I looking into today? So I was looking for high volatility tickers so I could hopefully, catch the bottom and hopefully catch the top. And I was also looking at the SPY. So I was looking into GME, AMC, and the SPY. I liked these ones because GME looked like it was relatively decent to find the bottom when the RSI and the stochastic was, at the bottom yesterday. It would have a decent rise like every single time. And that was not the case today. When we hop on the charts, I'll go ahead and show you that. So what was the problem with these choices in particular? Well, the volatility is absolutely insane. And for me, I have a stop of if I'm down 10% on a position that I've opened up, then I'm going to sell and just be out of that position. That's kind of the stop that I've formulated for myself and the number that I like there. So the problem for me was that these two, at least GME and AMC, were both downtrending the whole day. And I was trying to buy, shares of a stock that was downtrending the whole day. So I'll show you what I mean by that when you look at the support and the resistance, and you can see clearly it's just on a downtrend the whole day. And I think that was my main takeaway from my first trading day. I should probably try and stick with something that if I do get saddled with shares, even though I have that 10% loss rule, I'm going to go ahead and have something that I like or would like to hold. GME is super duper risky, so I really wouldn't want to hold, decent amount of money in it overnight because anything can happen with that one. So I really, really want a stock that I'd be okay with holding. And now this is the other thing with my account being smaller. I made 2 trades and I almost got pattern day traded, which I don't even know why I wasn't thinking about that. I have multiple different platforms that I was doing trades on, so things got a little bit confusing. So for me now I have some SPY calls because I'm bullish about the SPY, and I think that stimulus stuff is going to pass and whatnot. And it looked like it was on an uptrend at the end of the day, which was incorrect. Now I have to hold that for longer than a day, and now this is turning into a swing trade, not a day trade, which I don't like, which is another mistake I made. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts and see what mistakes I made. So here we have GME, and this is where I made the first couple of my trades here. So it looked really, really nice to me before because based on the RSI and the MACD, it seemed like it was kind of predictable when it would bottom out and when it would shoot back up. So based on those two things, at least for the day of yesterday when I was analyzing and paper trading, I did really, really well with it. But today was a completely different day. And why is that? Because over the course of the day, as you can see from here to here, we are pretty much just on a downtrend the whole day. So I think the main takeaway from the day today is don't be trading on a downtrend. If you throw a resistance line on there, you will just see, and a support, you'll see just a straight downward trend for the stock today. And I think the takeaway here is if you're going to be trading a stock in multiple times, you probably want to make sure it's on the uptrend. I kind of got fooled right away because it did have that pop up. So I figured after that first downward where you can see the RSI dip down pretty decently and there's a cross in the MACD, I figured it was going to recover. So that's the first place I bought was on this first dip right here. And then it dipped again. So that triggered my 10% I had to sell off. And then it eventually did recover and I bought a dip and then I did okay on that, but ended up being negative on GME today. I think mainly for the reason that I was buying when it was on a downtrend for the day, which I didn't realize till it was too late. Granted, I'm not playing with a big amount of money. I'm just trying to learn here, but I think that was the takeaway from this one today. So in summary, what were the mistakes I made on my first live day of day trading? So I think I learned the hard lesson, and granted there wasn't a lot of money involved, but I learned the lesson that you shouldn't be trying to do day trades on something that's downtrending in general if you're just buying shares and selling shares. Now, if you were buying puts, that might have been a better option, but with GME being so crazy, who knows what the heck's going to happen. I think that's another takeaway, is maybe take something that's not going to have such crazy volatility. I thought that would help me out, but I think today, just the wacky amount of volatility that was getting thrown in the air, I don't think it was helping me. I think it was hurting me. So as you can see here by my very fancy drawing, it popped up right away. This is like my GME graph, and then it went ahead and went down and went down and went down. So I was actually able to capitalize twice on the downtrend, where I was able to buy and then I was able to sell, but overall it just kept going down and down and down. So I was able to capitalize twice because I saw the indicator saying, okay, this is a buy signal, and then it would go up, but then overall it would just go down the whole entire day. So I want to start looking for stocks that are going up, during the course of most of the trading day, and that was one of the mistakes I made today, but that's why you don't start with the fat stack. Am I right? The other thing, so I was pretty bullish on SPY. It actually had like an upward trajectory. I had already done my GME goofs at this point, and it actually looked like it had an upward trajectory, and I bought some calls on it because I'm fairly bullish about possibly a stimulus package being passed. And I didn't realize that that was going to be my third, pattern day trader in a small account. So now I'm going to be holding on to these SPY calls over the weekend, which I did not want to do because, the economy's in such a crazy state right now. So now this SPY call, which when you're day trading, you should be out by the end of the day. Now this money's wrapped up till Monday, which stinks. And, who knows what could happen over the weekend. If the stimulus doesn't go exactly as planned, then things could not be great. We are kind of expecting one, but I still thought there would be a bump from it, and I think money's going to start flooding into stocks. That's my own personal opinion, but the strike isn't very far on these. It was kind of just a bullish play on the stimulus package. So what I learned today: don't use up all your trades, and don't be trading on a downtrending stock and trying to catch it when it just has a little hook up. So that's the price to pay the piper. I did have a negative day, not super heavy, but a negative day on my first day of day trading. And I'm excited to keep going. I haven't been discouraged by it. I think it's just a learning experience. So if you want to keep up with me, hopefully trying to learn how to day trade, and I'll hopefully show you some things too here, then think about subscribing. And hopefully eventually we all make some money after learning things for like 6 months and losing money. So